Hi, and welcome to this presentation about the survey that we've made previously called to log off or to stay connected, social media's impact on our lives. In today's digital world, social media has played a huge role in our daily lives, but many people have also felt the need to take a break from it, and that is why we have conducted a survey among university students to explore their experiences with social media detoxes. The goal has been to understand how often people may take these breaks, their reasons for doing so, and the impact this has had on their well-being and their mental health. This presentation we will be showing the results of the survey, and they will also reveal the relationship that we have with social media. Our first question is, do social media detoxes actually improve mental health, or are they just a trend? As we can see, the majority of people have stated that deleting social media hasn't been necessary for them, and instead they believe that people should change how they use it. 33.3% have said that the impact depends. Quitting may be helpful for some of them, especially if social media has become toxic, but it can also be beneficial if it's used positively. And a small percentage have reported that deleting social media has made them happier, while another 8.3% have expressed that it has made them feel left out. This also is known as FOMO, which basically means fear of missing out. These responses suggest that quitting social media hasn't been seen as the only solution, and instead it has been recognized that social media itself isn't inherently bad, but it depends on how it is used. The next question is, does deleting social media makes people happier or the opposite? The results are similar as the last question. 50% have believed that detoxes haven't been a permanent solution, and the real issue has been how social media is used. The 30.3% have said that it has depended on each person. Some have needed breaks to reset, while others have managed to be fine without detoxing. 8.3% have reported that detoxes have helped by reducing stress and improving focus, while the remaining 8% have thought that the benefits have been overhyped. These responses suggest that while social media detoxes have provided short-term benefits, they haven't seen a long-term fix. And our last question, our third question, is social media is more of a distraction, or is it a necessary modern part of life? 58.3% of people have stated that it has depended on how it had been used. Some have used it productively, while others have considered it a distraction, and 51% have believed that social media has been evolving and it has become more integrated into work, school, and everyday life. The results on this question have highlighted a shift in how social media can be perceived, and it hasn't just been considered a time waster, but also an essential tool in modern life. However, its usefulness has depended on how it has been used. This has shown that people have acknowledged both its distractions and its potential benefits.
In this question, we ask about social media algorithms. Do they help users discover better content, or do they trap people in echo chambers? Well, a significant 58.3% of respondents believe that both its statements are true. While algorithms can help users discover relevant content, they also limit perspective and reinforce biases. Meanwhile, 16.7% of respondents believe that algorithms actually trap people, preventing them from being exposed to different viewpoints. Another 16.7% stated that it depends on the platform. Some algorithms are better at promoting diverse content than others. And finally, only 8.3% believe that algorithms generally help users find valuable content by personalizing recommendation. Well, these results suggest that while algorithms have benefits, they also play a role in shaping what we see and believe online. For the next one, we explore whether people truly express themselves on social media or if most content is just a performance. Well, a 41.7% majority believe that both perspectives can be true. People show part of their real selves but still curate their online presence. Meanwhile, 25% stated that social media is mostly a performance, where users portray an idealized version of their lives. Another 25% believe that while much of social media is exaggerated, there are still genuine users who show authenticity. Finally, 8.3% said that it depends on the platforms. Some encourage authenticity, while others push people toward perfectionism. This suggests that while social media allows self-expression, it also creates pressure to present a carefully crafted version of reality. Our next question focuses on whether social media can be used in a healthy way or if it's fundamentally addictive. Well, a strong 66.7% majority believe that social media can be used in a healthy way as long as people set boundaries and use it mindfully. However, 25% of respondents stated that it depends on the user. Some can control their habits while others struggle to manage their screen time. Finally, 8.3% believe that companies should take responsibility for designing platforms that encourage healthier digital habits. This highlights a key point. While social media can be a useful tool, it requires conscious effort to prevent it from becoming a distraction.
Well, the next question says that should social media companies do more to prevent misinformation and cyberbullying, or is that limiting free speech? Well, we can notice that 50% of the people thinks that they need to improve. It's their responsibility to stop harm and false information. The other 41.7% of the people thinks that users should be careful instead of relying on platform. People should think critically, and the minority, the 8.3% of the people, thought that there should be a balance and misinformation and bullying should be addressed, but not at the cost of free speech. Well, in overall, I think that this is a real issue on social media, but most of the time uh, we need to notice that misinformation is our responsibility, because we mustn't trust everything that we read in social media. And also cyberbullying, we need to take in our mind that we must respect all the opinion of the people in social media. Well, the next question is it better to limit the screen time or just practice self control? Well, the 58.3% of the people thinks that both are important. Some structure helps, but ultimately people need to develop good digital habits. The 25% of the people thought that self-control is key. People should learn to manage their own habits instead of relying on restriction. And the minority, the 16.7% of the people thought that limited setting a boundaries helps people stay balanced and avoid mindless scrolling. Certainly, based on the discussion about social media impact, both approaches have their benefits, and the best solution often involves a combination of both. Limiting screen time can help ensure that you're not spending excessive time on devices. Well, in conclusion, we can say that this survey suggests that social media is not just a tool, but an influential force that shapes the way people present themselves, consume information, and interact with others. Social media is both a mirror and a catalyst. It reflects societal trends, values, and behavior while also reinforcing and amplifying them. It's clear that while social media offers significant benefits such as connectivity and information access, it also presents challenges like potential addiction, misinformation, and cyberbullying. So we need to have in mind that uh, actually the use of social media is really important in our daily life because we can connect with our friends and family and read news, everything that happens in the entire world. But it is important to manage the use of social media accurately and with an efficient way, because most of the time we avoid to speak face to face with our friends or with our family just because we are in social media, because we are spending time every day in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, scrolling and watching videos. But we must do other things. We must do our work accurately, homework, and we cannot forget that it is important also to do exercise. And most of the time, if we are every day on social media, we just avoid the real and the important things in our life. So in conclusion, it is true that social media is important, but we must manage the time that we spend um, watching videos and reading every kind of memes or information on social media.